Hey, I'm here to do my review for 90 Days, episode 15. Before I forget, please like, comment, and subscribe. It will help me greatly. I'm going to start talking about Jovi and Yara. I definitely still think that Jovi slept with the stripper. God would have to tell me that he didn't. And when he does exclude her from a lot, and I think that it's just because he's not used to having someone who he, so-called has a strong relationship with, or ever, this wanted to marry someone. And I don't think he knows how to act because he's so used to it being him and his friends. I mean, like, did you not see when you were getting ready to do that selfie that your soon-to-be wife was not a part of it? Like, it took you a minute to actually see that she was gone. Well, it seemed like a minute, in TV time. When the friend said bar, he creamed himself. And then when she's trying to sit there and talk to him about it, he seems like it was just like, twiddling his thumbs, like, okay, you ready to go to the bar? No, not yet. Okay, okay. Mm, now, you ready to go? Too soon? Too soon? Oh, yeah, okay. Like, he has no. I'm sure it pained him to say, like, okay, I won't go to the bar. We'll go out and do something special. He does not have that in him yet. And I don't know if he ever will. I don't think he is mature enough to think of those things first or think of someone else outside of himself and his friends yet. Um, Natalie and Mike for finally giving something other than we just have things to work on. That has been that's been the whole, every time we see them in the show, it's like, we just really have things to work on. Like, work on it. Let's see it. Like, I mean, finally, just finally. So Mike's trying to stand there and fake cry because we already know that they're married. And she really put on a show. She's, she'll make it in Hollywood. She definitely would. She really was able to put on that cry. And them going to the hotel, and the people at the hotel tells her they cannot take the card except someone else's card. I'm sure if she would have just explained it to somebody, they would have been able to help her, accommodate her somehow. So now the friend is like, you're going to probably have to go back to his house. Um, if that was me and that was a real situation, I would be like, oh no, I'm coming to your house. You may not want me to, but where you go, I'm going. We're going together. I'm not going back to his house. And then the ring. I wouldn't have given it back either. Me myself, like you, I don't care if I threw it at you. That was months ago, almost probably a year plus ago. We're not even on that anymore. I'm keeping this ring this time. Um, yeah, so they definitely put on a show finally because I was tired of seeing them, and it was just like they didn't have anything else to film, so they put this dry content in. We have so many things to work on. Like, that's all we heard from Mike. That's all. Um, Julia and Brandon, Betty, I know she's so happy that she got her way, that they did not get married on her Mother's Day weekend, even though Mother's Day is a day, not the whole weekend. And I don't know. I wonder if Brandon is like livelier in person because he's just so stale and dry about everything, it seems. And he could care less how they got married or whatever, because at this point he doesn't, I'm not saying that he doesn't have any, there's, not nothing's going to come with this marriage, but before, when they were sleeping in separate rooms, he of course wanted to get married so that he could sleep in the same room as his soon to be wife. But now he already got that. So it's nothing like, he could care less. Whatever. We get married, sign a paper, you know, he does not care. Betty, again, she's very slick, very slick. Julia doesn't have a dress. I would let you wear mine, but you don't like that style. She was waiting for Julia to be like, oh, sure, I will wear your dress. Why would you even offer? You know that girl was not going to wear that damn dress. Who would wear the dress? Like, she just wants to be so much a part of this wedding. Like, it's creepy. I think if she could cut Julia's skin off and wear it, I think she would do it. I'm not saying she doesn't care about her son, but I think she's freakishly infatuated with Julia. I just, think that she is. Rebecca and Zied. Girl, go ahead and get married and shut the hell up, because we know that you're putting on a show. 30 days during the pandemic ain't nothing. You wouldn't have been able to get it much more accomplished. You still would have had to go to Target to get the man's dress pants or whatever. So I don't understand what you're complaining about. Like, you signed up for the shit. So if it's a little stressful, you just gonna have to roll with the punches, because this was what you chose to do. Hazel and Tariq, of course Tariq knew what, flavored stripper to get Hazel, and Hazel could have ate every part of that girl. Like, she was just like biting her lip. She could have bit her fucking lip off. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that, but yeah, she could have bit her lip off. Like, and did the stripper come to the hotel with just that little bit of clothes on? Like, did she walk past everybody, front desk to get the room number? Well, no, they probably gave her the room number. But did she just get out the car like that? Or where the hell did she change? Or where did she take her pants off? Because she just showed up at the door, like, ready. I don't even remember if there was music. If there was, it wasn't, obviously it wasn't memorable, but the only thing I remember is Hazel fantasizing, I'm not going to say, just fantasizing about being with that black girl. And her coming out to her parents, they knew. Because to me, they would have acted a little bit more shocked, and then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, they're just as, nonchalant as her. Like, I'm so mad. She is the calmest mad person I've ever seen. So maybe they do have her nonchalantness, but I think that they knew, and I think that was just, something else for the show, another part of a storyline, which was, who cares? I mean, you're away from your parents now. You got to America so you can live free and be yourself. What could they do to you? I mean, they might be a little disappointed, but obviously, your sister, you say that your sister, that they, disowned your sister, so they don't care too much. Your mom's just gonna pray for you. She was gonna pray for you regardless, so, hey, nothing new here. Amara and Andrew. Andrew seems like a controlling ass but someone who is like, woe is me, he doesn't do no wrong. Everyone does wrong by him. He tries to act very, very innocent. Was Amira being recorded by production when she was trying to fake cry? Because like, if you're really crying, are you trying to make sure you're in the camera? Are you, crying and then looking at the camera to make sure you see you? And then, like, those two tears, she fought hard to get those two tears to drop. Like she fought hard to get those two tears to show in the camera. That, I mean, nobody. If you're hurting and you just went through an argument, who's gonna sit and make sure a camera is recording them and can get the damn tears coming out of their eyes? Like, that was so odd to me, but whatever. I think I did read, well, I guess it's somewhat of a spoiler, or possibly reality TV. Dang, where did I? It's an article I read on reality TV something. That somewhat of a spoiler, but it didn't say that they are together. I guess she did a Q&A. Amira did a Q&A, and someone asked if they were together, and she basically said, you got to stay tuned. The only reason why I think Amira is, well, I won't say that's the only reason why she's attracted to him, but Amira's father seems like he's probably controlling, and she's seen that, and that's probably what she feels it's supposed to be. And I think that that's why she would, stay with Andrew and be fine with, how he speaks with to her. Even though, she acted very scared of it, I still think that that's why she accepts it, because it seems like her father is like the same type of person. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe the father is a little selfish. Well, no. Maybe the father's like controlling, but he doesn't see, it doesn't seem to be about himself solely. He still seems to be able to, look out for his daughter or whatever, but he's still probably a controlling man, and she probably sees her mom being submissive or have been submissive if they're, in their relationship, and thinks that that's how things are supposed to be. And especially with her being, a foreigner, an American man, that she is supposed to, walk behind thee, speak when spoken to, I'm taking it a little far, but something like that. Stephanie. I don't know why she would want to come off like this on TV. Like, to me, a businesswoman would not want to be seen as basically someone who is so thirsty and just so desperate for love. Like, you're ridiculous. And I didn't know that I was the only one who... Wait, I didn't know that I other people thought this or think that Stephanie is on something too. That's because I got so much going on. I don't have time to, or I haven't had time to really be able to, search about these things. But yeah, other people think that Stephanie's on drugs too. And them showing it is just, it's basically saying it's okay. And I mean, certain things are not okay, and she is not on, like, okay, I don't think that she's smoking weed. I don't think that that's the type of high she's on, and I could be wrong, but it's just like there's something else going on there besides alcohol. But anyway, when it comes down to Harris, how could you think that he's serious about you? Like, first of all, if I would question the fact that y'all are cousins. Like, what would make you want to do that to your cousin? And, to see if there is just some background between them two that is, that there may be rivals, but then again, but I still think that they are all in this together. Somebody is going to get to America on Stephanie's dime. And Emma, the baby mama, she's probably like, yes, go there, and you better let out of her so you get that money. And even if they no, Emma's still around, and Emma knows what her man needs to do for them to be able to live. Like $200 or $100 and $200, whatever. I don't know what the Belizean dollar is called, but whatever. 2 weeks. That's how long it takes you to make that money. That is just, that's, first of all, that's very sad. But yeah, there is more people in on it. Harris is just, he does not love her. I mean, Harris is so like chilled. He's the type of person, I'm going to do whatever it takes to take care of myself and my family. And he's definitely doing it. He's playing the role. He's going to tell her how much he loves her, blah, 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 how good he's going to treat her. And he may never leave her, but he's not there for love right now. And then when she sees or speaks to him about the picture with the baby mama on Facebook 3 weeks ago, he could have just turned around and said, you were just my cousin the night before, or the night that you called me to come see you. So you can't question what I'm doing 3 weeks ago, and you the night before was just having sex with my cousin. Like, we started from the time that I reached, the hotel, and whatever happened even the day before, it has nothing to do with what's going on right now. I want to know where the hell Ryan is. Don't he work at this place? And again, where is her friend? Like, your friend, didn't stop in or send you a bottle of champagne, compliments from such and such. Like, something is just so off with this situation. You give this dude the $3,000 watch that you supposedly had and the clothes. Like, take that stuff back to America and take it back to the store. You make people use you. They don't really have to ask you. You make them. And what is going to happen to Ryan's job? Is she going to tell her friend, if that's really the case, to fire him? Or what? Or maybe that wasn't even true. Maybe she's not paying his salary. Maybe he does have his own job and she's just saying it. That's another part of the storyline. She seems to be a great story. Well, I don't want to say great, but she seems to be a storyteller, supposedly from the sexual assault, but I guess that's alleged. So whatever, but she seems to be like a great storyteller. So I don't understand her at all. Someone who's, some people have a whole lot, but are still so damn empty. And she is one of them. And she dresses so homely. Like, sometimes her sandals, that whatever thing is called, the shirt, to her, I guess for her to swim with, and then those bikini bottoms. Like, she's not well put together for a person of, I guess, with money. She dresses very homely to me, and frumpy most of the time. So yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all think Jovi slept with the stripper? And I forgot, do you think that, okay, let's just say that Natalie and Amira and they all broke up. Would you give back your ring? Like, would if you were Amira, would you send that ring back to America? And if you were Natalie, would you take the ring off now that he's got you to America, gave you the ring, and now wants it back? Would you give it back to him? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.